Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome all to my podcast called Emotional Abuse Matters. My name is Aminata Ba, and you are tuning into episode 3 called Judged for Being Too Quiet. I am the founder and CEO of the Ultimate Confidence Bootcamp, a freelance model, a beauty queen, and a motivational speaker. A quiet person doesn't necessarily mean that they're shy, hate people, depressed or anxious, have low self-esteem, and always wants to be alone. It's simply an introverted personality, which is the opposite of an extroverted personality. Our society sees introverts like the person that needs to be fixed, but they forget that not all introverts are the same. I already mentioned this on episode 1 on society's view of self-confidence, that I am an introvert and that during my teen years I was very quiet, and the reason why is because I was shy. And because of that, I was judged many times that I needed to speak more and that being always quiet is not good. Saying that to an introvert is like saying to an extrovert that they should talk less because talking too much is not good. It really affected my self-esteem, and because I felt that I was doing something wrong. And I was always scared and worried when meeting new people or entering a new environment that I would also be pointed the same way. Whenever I tried to step up, start talking, and work on getting out of my shell, I would also get pointed saying like, oh, you don't say much. It's better if you just stay quiet. Why don't you talk in class? Or, you were so quiet before, what happened now? Being told that you're too quiet can be insensitive and rude, and not everybody understands that, especially if it's in front of people and depending on the way you say it. It was not an easy journey for me to go through at school, work, home, and with friends. I remember one day when my mom went to the parents-teachers meeting, all the teachers said that I was too quiet and never asked questions in class, and my mom was very frustrated when she came back home. And she said that, but at home, I was not quiet. I was very open. I was always talking and I wasn't quiet, like that, like the teachers mentioned. And I broke down and felt bad because I wasn't expecting my mom to react this way. I remember one day when one of my classmates, who is also a close friend to my family, came home and immediately started talking about me in front of my siblings. Aminata, why are you so quiet at school? I got mad and felt offended. She personally didn't think she said anything wrong because it's the truth, and that she feels that it's boring to be too quiet and not talk. One of my siblings agreed with her and said to me, why did you get mad? She just said the truth. You need to change. And immediately got my parents informed. Another situation that happened in school during art class. So my art teacher was asking who takes science class here. And I was like, oh, I do. I have science class. And we were doing a work, like we were supposed to do something that was related to science, I think. And she's like, oh, well, you should ask your science teacher questions about this assignment that we're working on very soon, right? And then one of my friends immediately said, oh, does Aminata even ask questions? And I was like, yeah, what do you mean? Like in a sarcastic way. And then my other friend said, well, I can't imagine that. The other friend said, oh, I can't either. Whoa. That immediately attacked me. It really, really did hurt me. But I didn't say anything, and I also had another friend that was there and stared at me, and she didn't say anything, right, about it, but she stared at me and she understood that I felt attacked by them. But we didn't get back to it. Another moment that happened to me it was one of my saddest moments, okay, of my life. I did have other situations, but this is one of them. It was during a summer job placement that I had when I was just done high school. My senior year, like completely done my high school. It was a good opportunity, and all my family and friends were happy that I got this opportunity. But something happened there with my coworkers. We were 4 in total, and usually when you have small teams, everyone knows each other well, right? They obviously noticed my introverted personality, and I also admitted that one of my weaknesses was public speaking. We were doing an assignment together and we wanted to go on lunch, okay? They all wanted me to ask the supervisor because I usually never say anything. And I said no, I didn't want to. And they started judging me. Like, whoa, attacking me. Saying, wow, it's your turn now. It's always us that asks. You should do it now. It's your turn. And then the other one said, how did you even do to the interview to get this job? Maybe she answered, The other one said, you said you wanted to work on your public speaking, right? There was another lady in the room that barged in. That was not part of her team. And she said, oh my gosh, are you shy? Her daughter is also like that, and she didn't know until her teachers got her aware. Oh my God. I couldn't believe what was happening. I felt like an intruder. I was sitting on the chair of the office, and they rolled my chair all the way to the supervisor's room. And they were all there. Aminata wants to say something to you. And then he was like, yeah, what is it? I didn't say anything. We went back to the room where we were like working on the assignment. And another lady went to ask for us if we could go on lunch. After we went on lunch, no, I'm sorry. When we went to lunch, I immediately rushed outside and I started crying my eyes out. I felt terrible, bad, attacked, judged, criticized. I was crying. And I received a text message from one coworker that had my number. And she texted me, are you okay? I didn't reply. And when lunch was over, I went back in to the washroom, washed my face and my eyes so it doesn't appear that I just cried. I just said to myself, I have to be strong, and this is just a temporary job placement. It will be over very soon. Just do what you gotta do. You can't abandon this placement because of that situation. Be strong. I promised it to myself. I went back to the room. They all stared at me. And like, where were you? Outside. And they noticed. I knew that they noticed I was upset. When our shift was over, the same coworker that had my number texted me, were you upset today? And I denied. I'm like, no, why? And she's like, oh, because you weren't with us during lunchtime and we felt very bad. And I understood that she was apologizing. It was a way to apologize, and also on behalf of the other two. When I got home, I started crying. And for 3 days straight, I felt bad about myself. Maybe when I'm explaining this story to you guys, you won't feel that, oh, it's like a judgment or that, why would I feel bad about this? But at the present moment, the way it was happening, the way they were saying those things to me, it was not very nice at all. I was like, they were literally attacked with their words and their comments and their opinions. I have so many other situations that made me feel bad for being too quiet, and I think it also has to do with the type of people you surround yourself with and their maturity. There's nothing wrong for being a quiet person. Don't try to change for other people. If you want to change, do it for yourself. And that is what I did. I started entering beauty pageants for building self-confidence, which helped me to open up to others, get out of my shell, because I know it's sometimes important to be comfortable to speak in front of others. But that doesn't change me as a person because I am now confidently introverted. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This was episode 3 of Judged for Being Too Quiet. See y'all on my next episode. Later.